So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned, and an awful lot of that would be attributed to his dad's experience.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And here's Schneider. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's managed to get free. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Can he get on the end of this? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Guti. And here's Cruyff. Shot could be on, and he's in on goal. Marcelo goes long. Well, they've got it again. Oh, it's Dembele. Looking for options for movement. Thinks about the shot. And the shot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
So, a breakthrough already. Nesta. Schmeichel clears. Gullit does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Schneider. Aim forwards. Desai cuts it out.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
The pass has gone astray. Now, can they get him away? Desai gets across to intercept that. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. In by Messi.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Cruyff. Figo. Figo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That's positional goals. He
leaps for it. It's in. AC Milan are all square. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Milan restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week.
Toure with the foul. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 8. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador
Thuram.
camisa 19. Teremos uma substituição.
Vieira. Schneider, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Milan can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Leicester clears without hesitation. That's really well cleared. Played down the flank. And it's Messi. Pinches it off him. Goes to finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the pass is intercepted. Schneider tries one from range. Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Pelo jogador camisa 15.
Brazil have their lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Where it came from. Great chance! It's bounced back off the post. Cruyff might just make this. Now it's Haaland. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Drogba can be a real threat inside the box. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's a sharp little ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Thuram
acréscimo.
kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's being shifted off it. Deep into stoppage time. And that is a little undercooked. And he's gone looking for safety. Great defending, strong and determined. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Milan are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second half is up and running.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, what has happened here? Figo. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And it's Serginho. And this is Cruyff. Drogba. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Figo, who does have an assist to his name. That pass has been well intercepted.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Can he get it through? Messi. Oh, well played. Well, they are still trailing And they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Messi. Haaland.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Schneider takes a shot. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Schneider actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Sent it crossfield. And it's Figo. Figo has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. That has not gone well.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Chance for a shot! And that's a good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And now he has 2. So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So we have movement on both benches.
Camisa 5, camisa 11, camisa 9. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa
Milan
23.
will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
Camisa 10. Substituição em andamento.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pele gets on his bike and on the move. And he's managed to get rid. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Serginho. Desai is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And he's got Vinicius Junior! And that would have been game, set and match.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
That's been cut out, well played. Oh, red, nice interception. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Deco. Turns back here, probably the best option. Aims beyond the defence. It's Bale! And no! He had to, and yet he could not. It's Bruno Fernandes. Vieira gets a foot in here, and he plays one through. Look at this. Bale! Oh, that could be pivotal! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Aos 39 minutos do segundo tempo.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Camisa 18.
Tries to play it through. Bale looking to receive it in space. Chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Asa! Oh, crossbar! That's going to go a long way.
Foram indicados
Oh,
4
easy
minutos
pickings
de
there.
acréscimo.
Serginho knocks it into space. That's very neat. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good take and a good chance! And that's a sharp finish. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So could they be onto something here? He takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Milan really did suffer for their lack of numbers here. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Gilberto Silva. Tries to pass it through. That's a little off target. Baresi to Bergamy. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he passes it long. Bale knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Somewhat off target. Chance, surely! It's there! And there is your opener. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Quick look, then plays it in. And that is well cleared. Now it's Bale. That ball looks a good one. And he's got away from it. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get on the end of this? He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he lines up. Oh, great leap! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
And it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Hullet. That pass has been well intercepted. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Pretty robust defending.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, good climb! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And this is Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's there to get it away. Nicely weighted ball. Milan can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Ronaldinho. Now it's Bale. Milan do look happy to keep things simple here, Jim. Hit the byline and get it in the box.
Well, they've certainly got the players for it, Peter. When you've got guys who can whip them in like that, you want to be giving it to them as much as you can.
Rafael Varane is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And it's Ronaldinho. Figo. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Figo proves just a little bit too strong.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Baresi is there to clear. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Bellingham, just past the 40th minute mark. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nice looking ball, and this is what Ronaldinho! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
It's a pretty loose pass. Out for a throw. Now it's crossed into the middle. Baresi attempts a clearance. And he's worked it through. And the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. It's a good-looking delivery. And that has been knocked clear. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Vi informiamo che si prevede traffico intenso nei dintorni dello stadio dopo la partita. Siate prudenti. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 2, Makelele.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And they've got a throw. Varane robs him of possession.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch. Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Hullet. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Bilbao with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Punched away. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Bilbao couldn't really be more watertight in midfield, not a trickle.
Shoots! Incredible! Just incredible! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Bilbao are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Bilbao appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Can he get it through? And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Chiellini attempts a clearance. Good pressure, determined, intense. Milan are looking to go forward now. This is a promising build-up. Now, can he find a finish? Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Bellingham, who can single-handedly make a difference. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Dink through. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Not the most accurate pass. Yaya Toure. Ronaldinho. And that has put paid to that. Now, can they get him away? And this is decent chance! It's a goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Big chance! They want to be quick to recover this. And again! Oh, it's come loose.
Oh, this team is relentless. They have a way of playing, and there's no compromise.
Oh, they could be caught out here. That's a foul, no two ways about it. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 80.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 21. Numero 18. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14. Il numero 7.
Out towards the flank.
Il numero 13. Cambio
Leicester
di giocatori.
cuts out the pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Serginho. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Bergomi gives no quarter whatsoever. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's where it came from. Serginho. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's a sharp little ball here. Milan could have here their final chance.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
He leaps for it! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Milan with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Keeper's dealt with that. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he can clear it away. Nicely aimed pass. Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot. A lot of space ahead of him. Gerrard. Zanetti. Milan do have a chance to counter here. The final seconds now. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Ibrahimovic. Toure has given away a free kick. Ibrahimovic is flagged offside. Tries to play it through. Rui Costa. Showing great feet there. That is lovely. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Bale looking to play it into the box.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Zanetti. And that is that. Milan perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget for the players at the heart of a defence who were just getting beaten way too easily on some...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Wow, this truly is impressive. The future Camp Nou, it has been christened. A show of power, prominence, prestige for Barcelona. And that gets things running.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities.
Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Knocks it into space. Drogba. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cleared without hesitation. Eintracht Frankfurt have the chance to go the other way. Oh, what has happened here? Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Forlan. And here's Drogba. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Shapes to shoot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Yaya Toure. Edmilson. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's really well cleared. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Tries to play it through. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Gullit. Referee has just said play on. Howson getting this one clear. Look at the space here. That's a decent clearance. And he's only too happy to take that back. Cruyff. Nice looking ball. That's good vision. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's Forlan. He's got away. Tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
No, that's been intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Gullit. Drogba. Still goalless. Now it's Drogba. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. He has found the way through. Szoboszlai. And he was alert to it. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Oh, he's been caught napping. He is through here. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Cruyff. Forlan. And he's straight offside. Can he get it through?
Oh, really well played.
Chance to deliver.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, nice touch. Figo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 2 then. Figo crosses. Caught offside that time. And it's Yaya Toure. Shot could be on. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Szoboszlai. Figo. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And no, just off target. O'Reilly spots it and intercepts. And here's Hullet. Stoichkov takes a shot! Marvellous goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off into defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
So much. Real chance! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Eintracht Frankfurt are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Forlan powering forward here. And no, that was never going to make it. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So right back into the action.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Cleared away. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And the shot! It's a loose ball. And he passes it long. Pass somewhat off target. Deco. Szoboszlai. And it's Stoichkov. Messi gets into a good position. And the pass is intercepted. Drogba, chance, surely! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's there to clear it. Stoichkov.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And this is Hazard. Chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Eintracht Frankfurt find a position of real strength now. So, third corner of the game. Saliba attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, well measured. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. The ball goes in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Drogba looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, great leap! They want to be quick to recover this. And that was very necessary. Deco did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Hullet. And he's managed to get free. Serginho clears it away. Oh, he's been caught napping. Drogba. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
The
dorsal
two
17.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 4.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Boga.
Messi.
It's come to nothing.
El dorsal 6.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
El dorsal 9.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Time and again they are repelled. He's on it, can he get away? He's one-on-one, surely! Oh, shooting chance! And he's quick to get rid. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Can he get on the end of this? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Figo. Great ball if he can get there. Big chance, corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. And it's Nesta. Ah, that's a fine interception. Eintracht Frankfurt have a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. He's found a way through. Oh, well played. And he thumps it clear.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Saliba. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Dani Olmo. That looks a good ball through. So that's it. It is all over. Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out to the left flank. That's been slit through. Drogba! For Malicao, finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Azar. Spread it left. Now it's come to nothing. Schmeichel clears. That's a cute ball. Drogba is wide and looking to get onto this. That's good play. Figo hangs him. Oh, good climb! It's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move.
Goes for a shot! It's a goal!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
That has not gone well. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That is good alertness. Now it's Drogba. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Driven in. And it's claimed by the keeper. And that is a little undercooked. Great ball if he can get there. Hazard running with the ball. Hazard.
That was lovely, that.
Now there's a fine solid goal! And no mistake. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. Guti, and this is Figo. There's the header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that is well cleared. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Has crossed into the middle. Thuram with the clearance. Del Piero.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Figo. Guti, given the lift of his goal. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That's a good ball out wide. Drogba, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Maldini. And it's Nedved. And it's Azar. Here's Nedved. Oh, it's Del Piero. Lovely bit of skill. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's quick to return it. That's an excellent interception. It's not an especially good pass, that. That is ended up in no man's land. Azar. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's well spotted. Great vision. Now it's Messi. Drogba. Figo. He's picked his way through. Azar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And we've reached half-time. Milan are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
It's a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. Second period then underway.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would...
Takes a shot! Milan have their lead. Thuram. Puyol. Azar. Aims beyond the defence. Up towards the front line. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that's fabulous. And that was very necessary. He's found a way through. Swings it. Getting up there! Oh, he's hit the bar! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
O'Reilly. He can run onto that. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Guti finds himself offside. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Nesta. Figo. It's a pretty loose pass. For Malicao are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. Serginho receives it in a wide position. And here's Cruyff. Serginho, cross to the back. Oh, good effort! Another headed effort. Again, not the most fruitful.
Milan really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
Guti plays it short. Oh, this looks sharp. And now a sudden chance to counter. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's shifting through the gears here, and it's played into the middle. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Now it's Guti. Played into the box. He's rising! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. He leaps for it!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's being shifted off it. Well, that's a little loose. Cross flung in towards the middle. That has been knocked clear. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Knocks it into space. Oh, good take in a good area. Tries to play it through.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Ball's gone out of play. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Del Piero is behind this one.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Del Piero! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And reclaimed it in a trice. It's a searching pass. Serginho wants to run onto this. And he's gone looking for safety.
Vai proceder uma substituição. O número 11, Hazard. Número 5.
Deco plays it in.
Número 22. Kaká.
Gerrard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's cut it out.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
I think we're just about done here. Cannavaro does well to get it back.
Forlan really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
O'Reilly has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Vamos ter 5 minutos de compensação.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Doué. And they're quick to get it back. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely shaped ball. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Corner number 4 coming up here. Surely now! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Nesta, actually...
And the referee brings it to a close. Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan tactically in a way that allowed them to show better penetration whenever it was required. They basically got all the fundamentals correct. They were expansive in possession.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact, he's at his best when partnered with a defensive midfielder like that, because it means he has license to just join the attack.
So he's benefited a lot from his new role.
Yeah, it's brought so much more out of him. He's a true all-round player now.
Can he get it through? Figo looks across. Van Basten! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Van Basten really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Impressive jump! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
And he's intervened well there. What a throw in. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he was quick to react. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, they could be caught out here. He has found the way through. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And again. And that's another fine save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
It's their second corner of the game. Safe to say he's capable of better than that. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware.
It's Van Basten! Goal, Milan! And we have liftoff! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
The Netherlands finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Ibrahimovic is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zanetti. It's Figo. Foot in. Can he get on the end of this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
Great chance! Well, there was a decent attempt in the end.
He had a good feel of the whole situation, and he's acknowledged the service.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he's running through. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. He's having a good look here. Bullet! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
That pass has been well intercepted. Tries to pass it through, and he's got away from him. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that's a throw-in. Serginho is there, and he can get that clear.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Just eases him off the ball. Pull it.
Now, can they get him away?
And this is Ibrahimovic. Shoots! And he can clear it away. Figo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Howson gets over and intercepts. And this is Drogba. And that's a dangerous ball. The Netherlands are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Van Basten gets flagged offside. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Vieira did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Pressing high and with purpose. And he thumps it clear.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Drogba is wide and looking to get onto this. Good ball, good take. Yaya Toure. Totti.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ibrahimovic. And smartly reclaimed. And the finish! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pull it. Well, there's the clearance. And for the first half, that is that. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Serginho wants to run onto this. Yaya Toure could move up a gear here. Baresi cuts it out. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he's having a go! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Stood up well to him there. Back where it came from.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That looks a cracking ball. And this is Totti. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Serginho threads one in,
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
spread neatly.
That wasn't the greatest of balls.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Zanetti, not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. Brilliantly cut out. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Defending of the desperate variety. Yaya Toure.
Tries to play it through. That's a shade optimistic.
Just about up to the hour now.
Looking for options for movement.
Oh no, this does not look good.
And it's Yaya Toure. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Great vision. He's found space here.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Vigo. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. That is good strength.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Baresi. And this is Drogba.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Figo.
Vieira wins the duel this time.
And that's another throw. And it's hoisted clear.
No, that's been intercepted. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
And this is Ibrahimovic.
Chance, surely! Not a bad try by any means. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Well read, nice interception.
He might be in here!
Van Basten.
It's Van Basten! Now, who's going to be first to this? Zanetti.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And this is Drogba.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So what can they make of this? And he's in on goal. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
That has been cut short.
That was lovely, that.
And he is Messi! Oh, off the bar! Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 9.
So we have movement on both
Ibrahimovic.
benches.
Number 10, Francesco Totti. Number 18, Pullet.
Looking for the run. And this is count. It's
Ready.
count. Oh, that could be pivotal. A game of margins. A game of thrills. This might just do it. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
The Netherlands found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the...
Shapes to shoot! And it's been hooked away. So that's it. It is all over. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So things are underway.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. That is good.
Here's a chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Kvaratskhelia. That's a shade optimistic. Gerrard. Now it's Van Basten. Distributed tidily. Shevchenko might just make this. And it's Van Basten. And he skips past his man, picked out brilliantly. Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to belt it away. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for us.
And Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with the corner, there first.
That's not going far.
Chiellini. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a sharp pass.
That looks a good ball through.
He has found the way through. Donadoni clears it away. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance to deliver.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
He's having a shot! Goal! So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Threads one in. Well read, nice interception. That's an imaginative pass. Spread it left. Kvaratskhelia. Looking for the far post. And that's the keeper's ball.
Kvaratskhelia clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, what has happened here? Too long and over the line.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Oh, that's fabulous. Hangs one in.
Chiellini with the clearance.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank.
Kvaratskhelia clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole...
Gerrard! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Shevchenko. Gerrard, very much a man of this moment. Nicely shaped ball.
Oh, that's clever. Shot, it's Van Basten!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Shifted it to the flank. Deco picks it up out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Dunkirk have it back and can go again. Chiellini. So what can they make of this? Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Deco. And it's Serginho. Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Crosses it in. And he gets rid of it. Kvaratskhelia! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Showing great feet there. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nice physical challenge. Deco. Now it's Drogba. Shevchenko. Deco has found the net here, of course. Space for him to turn and look. Great ball, and he's in here. Big chance! And he's stuck it away. And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Dunkirk are doing very nicely, thank you. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Dunkirk firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. We're on the move again. Oh, he's been caught napping. Towering header. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's definitely not his best. Kimmich gets a cross in, and it's hoisted clear.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Trossard.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And this is Van Basten. Van Basten. Van Basten! Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Can he get on the end of this? Gerrard in acres of space out wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Trossard, and there's his chance to lead the counter. No, again there's no way through. Serginho. And it's Deco. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, well measured. And this is Drogba. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Figo. And this is Shevchenko. Yaya Toure. Over to the right flank. Drogba. Oh, good spread.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He can run onto that.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Szoboszlai. And here's Drogba. Figo. It's Figo! Goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Drogba, and this is Van Basten. Van Basten is flagged offside. The pass has gone astray.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
So no flag here. That pass has been well intercepted. Nicely intercepted. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. And it's Figo, played towards the other side. Serginho. And he's picked it up out wide. Strokes it back. Tries to pass it through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that's going to be a booking. Played out to the left flank. Kvaratskhelia. Shevchenko! Szoboszlai makes the interception. That's going wide left. Looking to play him in. Serginho. He is through. Impressive jump. And that's a tidy finish. And he is just ripping it up.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
It's Drogba! Well taken goal. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. 5 minutes to add. Serginho providing an outlet on that flank. That has been knocked clear. Mbappe. Kimmich. Chance here to counter. He's found the way through. Elects to cross. And that will be the final act. Dunkirk, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Drogba, very much the hero in this game. Any reflections on what... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness.
Anderson! An early chance, their first of the game.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
He's looking wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Seedorf. That's been slipped through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Howson with the clearance. Now it's Figo. Figo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Van der Vaart. What a throw in. Now it's Yamal. Looking for the run. He's onside.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he's having a go! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
And it's Serginho. That's a shade optimistic. And he's there to get it away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Koeman wins the duel this time. Now, what about a counter-attack? He is through here. He's in a good shoot. That's another chance. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Mbappe. Dunkirk yet to have an attempt on goal. And here's Son Heung-min. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Threads one in. Shifted it to the flank. Nice bit of trickery. That'll be a throw-in. And he thumps it clear. Well-timed, excellent interception. Figo. Nicely aimed pass. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And it's Son Heung-min. Mbappe! Oh, he's been caught napping! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And here's Van Basten. Serginho. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area, and that's going to be a booking. Yamal is standing over this one.
It's a very good position, this, and the right distance too.
Son Heung-min! Tremendous from Son Heung-min! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And we have liftoff! That was beautiful, something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Knocks it into space. Gerrard receives it in a wide position. Gerrard. Played over towards the opposite flank. Can he get it through? Van Basten is in a really good position out wide. Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good strength. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Nice interception. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Dunkirk go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Changement. Le numéro 21. Le numéro 6.
We're on the move again.
Le numéro 19.
Dunkirk can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Great defending, strong and determined. He's in a great position here. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Dunkirk can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And this is Van Basten. Alaba has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And that's another good win of the ball. Dunkirk come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Bigo making good progress on the right-hand side. Son Heung-min. Gerrard. That is good progress on the left. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Yamal. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's Son Heung-min! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now, can they get him away? Spread neatly. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again. Tries a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Drogba is offering a wry smile there.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. He's had it taken off him.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Van der Vaart's cross. Alaba clears it away. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That looks a cracking ball.
He's having a pop! Oh, he's done it!
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it's made its way to him. And it's Van Basten. Nicely weighted ball. Bonucci cuts out the pass. Mbappe might just make this. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Drogba. Played out to the left flank.
Yaya Toure. Gerrard.
It's Van der Vaart.
Now it's Drogba. Van Basten. Drogba!
Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Impressive jump! And that's a real chance missed.
Dunkirk are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Just 5 minutes left. Van der Vaart looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, good spread. Bigo has the space to scheme. Son Heung-min. Can he spark a counter here? That's a sharp pass. Van der Vaart is onto it in a flash. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Son Heung-min. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
He's got away. And he shoots!
But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Bonucci does really well to win the ball there.
And that is that.
Dunkirk were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment.